Welcome.
He's got me on camera.
I do. So how you feeling, Janice?
You know, it's my first time, so I have to admit I was a little nervous, but this kind gentleman is a veteran, and he has been talking me through it. So I'm good. I'm good.
Are you in the 10-gallon club?
Yes.
20-gallon club.
Give you the hat, 10-gallon.
I got two of them.
We're good.
Let's do it. You can do the. I'll let you want me to take it or you want to hold it?
I'll take it. Yeah, where's Scott? Scott, come over. We'll get you involved too. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
Tell me when you're ready.
Good.
Whenever? Yeah? You say yes?
Yes.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're still continuing with our celebration of Heroes Blood Drive, and I'll tell you, the turnout has been remarkable today. I'm overwhelmed with how many people have come on out to donate blood here, and you still have time. Come on down. We are at the Doubletree, Mission Valley, and Hazard Center, and we would love to have you here with us today. We got some very special people with us today. Mayoral candidate Todd Gloria is here, and so great to have you. Thanks for stopping by.
Kyle, thank you.
What a day, huh?
Well, what's remarkable is you. And I know you're the last to toot your own horn, but I think it's incredible to take what could have been a tragedy and turn it into such a community-building experience. We were talking earlier, you know, the fact that you can see the circle of the community between our investments in law enforcement, between looking out for one another, and the fact that we can all contribute something to save lives in our community. I appreciate you shining a light on this issue and inviting so many San Diegans to participate in this great community that we have.
Well, thank you for saying all of that. You know, I'm compelled to do it. I feel it's my responsibility to do it. You know what I went through, and without the first responders, without the doctors and the nurses, without the blood donors, you know that I needed 14 units of blood to stay alive. Without all of them, I wouldn't be here. So now to be able to honor all of those people, and what better way than to invite people to come out here, to get people to donate blood, for them to save lives. I think it's so beautiful how our community of San Diego, when you put out the call to them, that they show up in full force, don't they?
It's so true. I mean, you put out the call and folks have responded. You've got a packed house here for the viewers who can't see it. I mean, there's a lot of people in here. There's a lot more hours to go, and so people can still participate. San Diegans are compassionate people, and I appreciate you just creating a vehicle for them to give that response that we know will save lives. Right? That there are people out there who are watching this who may need the blood that is drawn here today, and they're going to have it because San Diegans are generous, and because you took something negative and turned it into a positive. That's a quintessential San Diego thing.
Speaking of people who save lives, I know you know the guy next to me. This is San Diego police officer Sergeant Scott Bartolome, who many of you know the story. 5 years ago when I was shot in my driveway 6 times and left for dead, and I was going to lie there and bleed to death, and this guy showed up off duty at the time, found me in the street, and was able to get me into an ambulance and get me on my way to the hospital. And Scott, first of all, you know I love you and how much I appreciate you and how much this day means to me. And I'm wondering what you've seen, what this has turned into, when you knew that, you know, my life could have ended that day. And to know now that we honor you and all of the police officers and firefighters and first responders. This has got to make you feel good to see what this day has become and how the community turns out for you guys.
No, this is great, and I wouldn't imagine that day that this turning out 5 years later to seeing this, and even from what last year looked like, this is double of what we had last year, and I'm just, what's going to happen next year? So, no, I'm very proud, and I don't know if you remember the first thing I said to you back in the hospital when I first saw you, was 5 years ago, is do something great. This is a miracle. You were saved for a reason. I think we found the reason.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for my life. I mean that, and I love this day, and I love how the community has responded to this day, because this truly is a celebration, a day that was such a tragedy that we thought could have been a tragedy, and it turned into a beautiful day, and here we are 5 years later celebrating. So this is pretty darn awesome, isn't it?
This is awesome. I want to make it a little more awesome for you. You know, I don't believe in coming anything empty-handed. So, you know, Kyle, what you're doing is important for the city. It's also important for the state. In my capacity as a state assembly member, I'm pleased to present you this certificate of recognition on behalf of the state of California. We need more people like you contributing, giving back to the community, and helping to make us a better state. Thank you for what you're doing. This recognition's for you.
That is so awesome. I really do appreciate that. But as I like to say, I'm not the hero here. Okay, there's a hero right there.
Heroes, for sure.
All of these people here are heroes. The people who are donating blood are heroes. The Red Cross that's putting this on today for us, they're heroes. Our community is a hero. I'm here because of San Diego, so I will proudly accept this on behalf of all of those heroes. So thank you. Thank you for being here, Scott. Thank you for everything you do. And let's keep this thing going year after year, shall we? Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks. And come on down. We're here all day long till 6 o'clock, Doubletree in Mission Valley. Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome,
you.
Todd.
Thank you very much.
So we were asking, who's the gentleman with the politician?
Todd Gloria. Todd Gloria, mayoral candidate.
Oh, I knew it. See?
Let's go ask someone else how they're doing. You want to tell us how you're doing?
Great.
Would you mind telling us on News 8?
No, I'm doing great.
So,
No big
did
deal.
you already give?
Yeah,
How did it go?
great.
Feeling great?
Yeah,
You feel better after giving blood and helping out people
of
too, right?
course.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Of course. My pleasure.
Were you a first time?
Yes.
First time. So the green
Yeah.
green badge means first time. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving back.
Of course.
Let's get some people that just shot, yeah. Bikers right behind you. There's Chopper. Let's get in. Let's see what Chopper has to say. How's it been going today so far with him?
It's going good. Oh yeah, it's just he kind of brightening up everybody's day today, giving some comfort. So he's doing good.
He seems really comfortable no matter where he's at, huh?
Well, he's more comfortable, I think, on the people's laps. But even though he's a dog, we know how important blood drives are, because you know the transfusions people need to help save their life. Chopper himself has had 6 blood transfusions this last year to help keep him alive. So, you know, dog people, we know how important it is to donate, and you know, it helps save lives. So that's why we're here, to support it and help get the message out to people. Get down here and donate.
That's fantastic. I had no idea that he's had 6 transfusions this year.
Since May, he's had 6 of them. So blood transfusions are keeping him alive. These people are helping to keep other people alive. So for every pint they're donating, that's 3 lives they're potentially saving.
Well, thank you so much for coming out. And Chopper, looks like you get a little rest for a few minutes here.
He's gonna go find a lap to lay on.